As part of the ROC project, we created a series of 3 episodes called ROC Green Streams to discuss how cities help reduce the environmental impact of cultural events. This series is an attempt to keep the climate crisis in the headlines and discuss how cities and cultural heritage have an essential role to play in creating changes. Each episode includes a training module illustrated with stories of things already happening in cities like Nantes, Bologna, or Edinburgh. We also wrote a guide with information on how you can turn your cultural events greener. You can find the guide on the Eurocities website and watch all the episodes on replay on YouTube.
Dear members, we've been busy in SAF rearranging all our working group meetings to take place online this spring. Many of you have also joined us for the webinars with DG Employment on EU funding and city dialogues with OECD to discuss the social policy responses to COVID-19 in our cities. Now I have the pleasure to invite you for a special edition of our Social Affairs Forum to take place online on 27th of May to discuss how can we mitigate the socio-economic impact of COVID-19 in our cities and plan for an inclusive recovery. Stay tuned and see you online.
Infrastructure management, health risks and implications, and data management and sharing are few of the challenges for cities when dealing with 5G deployment and rollout. We have highlighted those challenges, but also a number of policy recommendations in the latest Eurocities statement on 5G deployment, which is out for your contribution and inputs until the 20th of May. The European Commission is currently working on a Digital Services Act proposal to review the EU rules on online platforms. And we are currently working with the European Parliament, the Committee of the Regions, and a number of our cities to voice cities' challenges in dealing with e-platforms, including data sharing and liability rules.
In the mobility team, we've been working hard to ensure that city interests are reflected in all new mobility legislation. Under the Energy Taxation Directive, under the new Fuel EU Maritime Initiative, we've been working towards zero-emission ports and taxation exemptions for electric buses. Under the revised Alternative Fuels Infrastructure Directive, we're looking at how rules can support city approaches to recharging and refueling infrastructure. And finally, working towards the future, how the EU can help city recovery and still protect sustainable urban mobility.
The new proposal for multi-annual financial framework, which puts the limits into the EU budget on different areas and activities for the next 7 years, should be published on 20th of May, together with the proposal for the Recovery Fund. We'll assess those proposals and its impact on the local authorities. We are working closely with the Cohesion Alliance to make sure that the future of the cohesion policy will stay strong. On 27th of May, we are having the meeting with the Commissioner Hahn to discuss with him directly the new MFF proposal. Working group on long-term investment is focusing on the economic recovery.
Hi everyone, I hope you are all safe and healthy. Little climate update on my side. Currently, the European Commission is assessing a potential revision of the EU 2030 target. You may know that we already have emission reduction targets by 2030 in Europe, which is 40%, which is absolutely not in line with the Paris Agreement. So within the context of the European Green Deal, the European Commission is assessing a potential revision of this target. At Eurocities, we are currently building our position on it, and you are welcome to participate to our next climate roundtable, which is going to take place on 15th of May. And if you have any question, you are welcome to drop me an email. Stay safe.